Good morning. Looking outside on I-94 here, we're looking northwest toward the interstate and the pedestrian bridge there over the interstate. Things are pretty quiet right now. Traffic a little bit on the light side and roads still struggling a little bit on those side streets where we do have that snow from a couple of nights ago. That's still impacting some folks. Those intersections still a problem. So once again, take it easy this morning, and we'll hear from Al coming up in a little over an hour on how the road conditions are looking. Checking out your latest headline. Surprise, surprise, we have a wind chill advisory this morning. This time, Northern Valley is one area that's really struggling with low wind chills. Fargo is also included in that advisory, though. And our temperatures are coldest up north. We're down into the teens below there. It's 12 below in Grand Forks, 9 below in Fargo, and 18 below currently in Devil's Lake. Checking out your wind chills, we're down into the 20s, even 30s below again this morning. A 30 below wind chill in Grand Forks. It's 36 below in the Devil's Lake area. Fargo's at 22. And your wind speeds are pretty light. We've got winds that are out of the west or northwest, and those winds are up to about 13 miles per hour here today. But again, just enough to bring down that wind chill to dangerous levels in some instances. So checking out your radar and your satellite map, it's quiet here in the valley. There are some clouds out to the west, and we may see more of that through the day today, especially into the afternoon hours. But that main storm track missing us again. We're on the northern end of it on the cold air here. And so we're dry, but quiet and cold here in the valley. However, there, of course, is some snow out to the west, as you see on the map. That's going to drift a little bit farther east, and it may impact some of our southern viewing area as well. If you're traveling today, especially into tonight, just keep in mind Chicago under a winter storm here for that area for tonight. They're expecting more than 6 inches of snow in that area, so some big impacts on air travel since we all know Chicago's a big hub there. Let's take a look at our hour-by-hour planner. We're going to see some clear skies again this morning, some sunshine on the way, a nice bright, quiet February day. But again, frigid out there. 9 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures starting their recovery, but we're not going to warm up much here. We're looking at some sub-zero temperatures at noon in a lot of spots, and getting into the afternoon, the warmest many of us will get is 0 up north, and in the Southern Valley, 2 in Fargo, and a little bit warmer underneath the clouds in places like Ellendale and Sisseton by this afternoon with very light wind. Getting into later tonight, more of those clouds in the far Southern Valley. We could see some of that snow creep into places like Ellendale for later on tonight. Some of those same spots that may have seen some flurries last night, more of the same with that ongoing storm track to the south and west of us. So that clears out very quickly. Tomorrow morning starting off clear, we're looking at more of the same, double digits below 0 in a lot of spots and wind chills that are lower. Getting into the later morning hours, we'll start that rise, but temperatures once again on the frigid side to round out the work week. Maybe a degree or 2 warmer here for your highs on Friday, with a high of 3 for Fargo and 3 in Grand Forks, but pretty much more of the same on Friday as well as today. And getting into Friday nights, more cold weather ahead, but we begin a just very slight gradual warming process this weekend. Some teens above Saturday and Sunday, still quiet. And then Monday and into next week, that's when we'll see more teens, maybe even a 20-degree temperature or 2 coming up Monday and through Wednesday for Valentine's Day. So some off and on areas of snow coming up here in the forecast. Again, tonight, a few flakes down in southern parts of our viewing area, and then getting into next week, still a little bit active, but again, we're missing out on that main storm track, at least at this point here in the region. So just plain cold, I guess, here in your forecast.
Thank you, Lisa. The most generous day for our community is already underway. We'll explain what's going on today with Giving Hearts Day.